As you know, I feel it's important to hear the voices and stories of the women who are often hidden in the Bible. And so I wrote a reflection about one we hear about but maybe don't know enough about. Mary, the mother of Jesus. This is perhaps what a mother's heart has to say. And we will be responding at various places. Mary had come to Jerusalem for the Passover. She would spend time with her son and his friends. But she came with an unsettled feeling. She still remembered what the prophet Simon had said to her when Jesus was only an infant. This child is destined for the falling and the rising of many in Israel, and to be a sign that will be opposed, so that the inner thoughts of many will be revealed, and a sword will pierce your own heart too. What will happen to my son? The words of Simeon, "and a sword will pierce your own soul too," have weighed heavily on her all these years. At various times throughout Jesus' life, she's wondered if this prophecy was coming true. At times she wondered if at least that last word was indeed happening. When she and Joseph searched Jerusalem for 3 days after the Passover because their son had gone missing, the tip of that sword seemed to press into Mary, and she wondered, what will happen to my son?
Don't be afraid. My love is stronger. My love is stronger than your fear. Don't be afraid. My love is stronger, and I have promised to be always near.
Then there was that time in Cana at the wedding of their friends. The poor host had run out of wine. It was a social disaster for the couple. Mary speaks to her son, suggesting that he help. She knows he can do it, but he uses a tone that is harsh in her ears, and the sword presses again. But she pushes him to be who he is. And that day he begins his ministry of miracle, wonder, and love. That ever-present sword has helped Mary to grow from that young version seen as meek and mild. Now she is mature and more self-assured, able to guide her son to live his destiny. And yet, she wonders, what will happen to my son?
Don't be afraid. My love is stronger. My love is stronger than your fear. Don't be afraid. My love is stronger, and I have promised to
While Mary has guided him to begin to be the gift of God he is meant to be, she also has to deal with the fact that once that happens, he begins to move away from her. He moves towards his disciples and followers. He comes to the attention of the religious leaders. The fear and hatred of him by these leaders is bewildering to Mary. His loving nature, which reached out in care for others, has led to this fear and hatred. How is that possible? But it led them to arrest him last night, and Mary hasn't seen him since. The sword presses ever further in her heart. So she waits, unable to sleep, and she wonders, what will happen to my son?
Don't be afraid. My love is stronger. My love is stronger than your fear. Don't be afraid. My love is stronger, and I have promised to be always here.
And then it happens. She sees him coming down the street. He's carrying a cross. He looks worn and beaten, and yet he still has that love in his eyes. She follows him and then pushes her way to the base of the cross on which he hangs. She can't take her eyes off of him, but she can hardly bear to watch. She hears him promise one of the criminals that he will be with him in paradise. She hears others mocking and degrading him. She sees the other women who have traveled with her beginning to gather around her. Mary stays at the base of the cross for hours until it's over. Her heart is full of pain. And just as with Jesus' side, a sword pierces her own heart. And still she wonders, what will happen to my son?
Don't be afraid. My love is stronger. My love is stronger than your fear. Don't be afraid. My love is stronger, and I have promised to be always near.
Amen.